AITA for not inviting my cousin's kids to my wedding.
So, I, 23 female, recently got engaged to my longtime boyfriend, Adam, 24 male, after we have been dating for 8 years. Your high school sweethearts. My family and his family are all very supportive of our decision to get married. We recently started to plan our wedding, and I'd made it very specific from the beginning that I wanted a child-free wedding. My best friend Grace had kids at her wedding, and it was a total disaster. So, to avoid the whole mess she went through, I made my decision very clear. We sent out our wedding invites on Sunday, and my phone started blowing up a few hours later. My cousin Marla, 26 female, called me and said she understands the no kids rule, but her 3 kids will be attending because they are family. I explicitly told her that no kids means no kids, and that I will not make any exceptions even though they are family. She then started screaming at me over the phone that her kids are special and will be well behaved. It's at this point that Adam grabs the phone and ends the call, stating that she just has to deal with it. Later, the family group chat explodes because Marla sent a message to the family and told them that I am being totally unreasonable. I call my mom and explain the situation to her, but she tells me that to avoid conflict in the family, I should just invite Marla's kids. I of course refuse, and my mom ends the call. The group chat continues exploding with the family split in 2. Uncle Sam says that I am entitled to a child-free wedding as I'm only getting married once and it should be the wedding of my dreams. Adam says that if we back down now, it's only going to show our families that we are willing to compromise. Marla sent me a message on Monday morning asking to meet for coffee so we can sort our differences before the big day. I agree, and we meet at a coffee shop across town. When I get there, we sit down, and she tells me that if her kids aren't invited, then she won't be going either. I tell her that she will be missed then, but I won't have kids at my wedding. She proceeds to storm out of the coffee shop. I thought that would be the end of it, but I was wrong. Marla's husband, Jeff, sent me a message saying that Marla overreacted and that they will get a sitter for the kids. A few weeks later, I get a call from the caterer confirming my cancellation of my wedding cake. I tell her that I do not want to cancel the cake and who called and did cancel. The caterer then tells me that my maid of honor called and said I wanted to cancel the cake because we canceled the wedding. I make it explicitly clear that no cancellations are to be made before I hung up the phone and call Caitlin. When Caitlin answered, I asked her, why did she cancel the cake? But she says she did no such thing and it must have been someone else. I then start calling everyone I used to book the wedding and find out that my photographer and band were both canceled. When Adam got home, I told him what happened and he asked me if I might have canceled it by accident, but I tell him there is no way. I call the caterer back the next day and asked for the number of the lady that called to make the cancellation. And I checked the number and saw that the call was made from Marla's workplace. I, of course, call Marla and tell her she is no longer invited to the wedding, which sparked a heated conversation in the family. Adam made it abundantly clear that anyone who doesn't agree can also stay away, and they don't need to come to the wedding. A few weeks had passed, and it's 4 days before the wedding when Adam tells me we should hire private security. Just to be safe, I agree, and get on the phone to a private security company and explain the situation to them, making it clear Marla and her family are not allowed in. The day of our wedding arrives and it gets off without a hitch. Everyone is seated as we begin with the ceremony, and I see how the security is dragging Marla and her kids away as they try to enter the venue. After the wedding, I got a message from Marla saying she doesn't want anything to do with me. Her kids were manhandled and thrown out when they just wanted to see me get married, and she suggests I lose her number. Adam says that she will eventually get over it, and that she should have just followed our rules and none of this would have happened, but I can't help but feel bad. So, AITA, for not inviting my cousin's kids to my wedding.